One down, one to go. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Yo, what is going on, gangsters? Welcome back to Jake's Journey, mate. And today, we are going to be replacing the dual swivel seat that sits within this Peugeot Boxer. So, we've got two captain seats. Basically, what I've done is bought a second one of these driver's seats and a swivel base. We're going to be slamming that on and then chucking it in its place. Right, so what I've got here is the new seat itself. I say new. It's not actually new. It is a second-hand one from a breakers company, but it's looking decent. Let's get it uncut. And that is that, good to go. So what I'm gonna do now is get the double seat out so we can get it next to the single seat and see what it is we're doing when we get the swivel base out the box. Right, so here is the setup, guys. First things first, what I wanna be doing is jumping in the front and getting rid of the tool set that comes under the double swivel seat. That's just on a little catch, so let's grab that out now. All you got in there is just like your jacking kit and stuff like that. Whether that fits under the new one, we'll have to try it out, but for now, I don't know. It'd be nice if it does, otherwise we're gonna have to co-locate those somewhere else. So upon looking at this, I've seen that it's probably gonna take some rather large torque settings as the rear two bolts, and then moving on to the front, you've got two, what look like 17mm bolts, and that should let the chair slot out easily. So we'll try that now and get amongst the toolkit. Upon looking into the two bolts, one here, and then the further two there and there, it looks like these are all the tools we're gonna need. 1x ratchet, a long extension for the front, a short extension for the rear, a 55 torque setting, and a 18mm socket. So what we'll do is remove the front two bolts first, and then we'll crack on with the rear ones that enable the seat to slot forward. One down, one to go. They actually come out pretty easy, these bad boys. Oh, there we go. There is always one. That's it, the crocks have come off. Get in there. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Mint. That should now pull forward and slot out. Let's give it a go. Two-person job this. Let's get this double out. There we go. Me to you. Oh, righty tighty. Look at that. Real estate, mate. If I lived on my own, that would be just worth not having a seat. Right, let's go and check the difference between these two. What we need to figure out now is how we're gonna fit a seat belt to this bad boy, because currently, this is gonna be on the left-hand side of the van. Well, at the minute, the seat belt's there, so we need to get that bad boy over there. Well, that's a wired one, and on the left-hand side, it does not need to be wired in because there is no airbag on the left-hand side. So, we're gonna take the center one from the double seat that has a larger bolt so we can put it into there. In layman's terms, this is the single seat. We want the center seat belt off that one, and we're gonna attach it to this bolt here. But there's not much thread on that. So, we're gonna use the existing bolt from this one that's quite long and goes all the way through to here. So, first things first, let's undo that, make sure it fits that, and then we can get the grinder out and get rid of this bad boy. Easy, mate, easy does it. And that's that. What we've got here is the setup that just came out of this double seat. And that is the way that it would sit if we wanted to sit on the right-hand side of the new passenger seat. So this bolt is too long. It wouldn't be if it wasn't just straight piped through here, but it is, so there's not enough thread on it. So that's the setup. I've swapped out one of the washers and I've added two, one each side, just so it's a bit stronger. Brought that into it, and then we're gonna slot this through here. And what we're gonna do is just put a little bit of Loctite on here. Perfect. Now we'll add the nuts on. We'll do that first one up, and then we'll Loctite again, add the second one, and nip it up in place. And then the second, catch that a bit, second up. Perfect, happy days. I'm happy with that, that is solid, strong AF. Just a quick disclaimer, because obviously this is a safety feature, that is high tension steel, the bolt that I've used. I don't want anyone to mix up, but I'm telling them this is what you should do. This is the way that I've done it. I don't take any liability. I'm content for my personal reasons that that is strong and safe. Considering I've been cutting around in armoured fighting vehicles that have seat belts that are bolted on with a little 10mm for the last 6.5 years, I'm pretty sure I'll be sound with that. And yeah, crack on, you do you, bro, dude. Let's get this baby cut down because it annoys me, it's in the way. That's that, looking a bit sleeker now. If you look at it from the rear, it just looks a little bit less messy. All we'll do at a later date is just file that back, sand it, and give it a bit of a paint, and that'll look saucy. But for now, let's get the man of the hour out, the swivel seat. Well, the swivel part of the new seat, and we'll get it fitted onto that bad boy. Alrighty then, so what have we got here? The man, the myth, the legend. Get rid of that. There we go. Featured. We've got some new bolts, promising. The swivel itself. And we'll figure out how this goes on together, because I haven't got Scooby-Doo, bro. To the chair. So we've got the seat. The seat runs on a runner. There's the runner, there's the base of the seat. Between them, there's 6 bolts, 3 per side, so 3 per runner. All we're going to do now is take the front 2 out. We're then going to slide the seat forward and get the 2 rear ones out of each side. Then the base and the seat are separate, and that's where we have the swivel in between. So the front 2 are located here. I'll nip those out for you now. That is the front 2 out. All you've got to do now to get to the other ones, there's like one here and one here. You just slide the seat forward, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that these 4 bolts are out, this should just slot off. Key word being should. Oh, no, he's in lock, he's in lock. Guys, we've run into a problem. If you want it to sit on here and sit down flush, and when it's bolted in, the bar that runs across the front here actually stops it from sitting down, and it pushes this up. So your seat would constantly be swiveling. That ain't what you want. So, once this is bolted in place, it'll add structural support. So what we can do is get rid of this bar. So I'm just gonna grind this out now, and then I'll be back to you. Sorted, now that's gone, this should fit on just fine. So now that this fits, what we're gonna do is tilt the driver's seat over to the side, fit that to the driver's seat, and then you can fit it back to the base afterwards. So they've provided us with the necessary bolts for the attachment from the seat to the new swivel. Basically, you've got bolt, washer, another washer, and then your nut. If you get 2 bolts ready to go, one in there, like so, you can then slot the swivel in place. The weight of it will hold that one in place. You can then add the second one on the right. That's now held those in place. You can add your second washer to the backs of those and do them up finger tight. Just to make it easier for yourself, you can swivel it out of the way so you can get to these easier. Right, that's all 6 bolts, 3 each side, now tight and good to go. That thing is solid, not going anywhere. So all we need to do now is fit it to the base over there.
Do you expect me to talk, Blofeld? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Right, that is it, all tight, all good, and ready to slot back in. So, let's bounce it back in there. All we're gonna do now is the reverse of earlier. Slot this back into place, add the front 2 bolts, and then tighten up on the rear ones. Easy as, mate. And that is that, boys and girls. All nipped, all sorted, and good to go. Yes, I can't touch the floor, but the point of this is that you can put a base in underneath there, extra storage, and you've got foot space to use. But the whole point of this is great that you can sit sideways and look into the van, or back this way, feet on the work surface, doing your thing. But my favourite thought of this is chilling here, shoes off, on the laptop, doing your work. Nice view, makes the van feel bigger. And one of the best points about this is that, unlike before, you can get straight back from the cab into the van that easily. Absolutely love that. Mint bit of kit, absolutely buzzing with it. Right, hope you've enjoyed the video, hope you've learned something. If you've not seen the rest of the channel, then go and check it out. And if you're a regular, what's going on, gang? Right, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to know as soon as I upload a video. I will see you next time. One love.